Hi there, welcome to another weekly update, and this one, as you've noticed behind me, is not done in my study. This time I'm in London for the weekend. So I was actually in London a couple of days ago, but only for work. I was kind of flew in, flew out, but this time I'm here all day and it's a Saturday, so I'm down by the river. It's a glorious day. It's also a glorious London day, which means every 5 minutes it starts raining, so I'm going to keep this really short. Some really interesting stuff going on this week. It's been kind of slow. I think everyone's on summer break and everyone is kind of taking it a little bit easy. But I did an interview with Mark Vail on the 365 show that went out a couple of days ago. So that's really interesting. It was a kind of laid back, me and Mark chatting. Mark's a great guy for just prompting you with just the right questions and then sitting back and letting you talk. So it's really good to talk over about Skype for business development, Teams development, the stuff going on at the moment, the bot framework and cognitive services. Really interesting stuff. So that's interesting. Have a look for that. And then some other things going on as well. The Teams team have they keep pushing stuff out. They keep iterating, which is great to see. And they did put something out this week around to do with development of apps and to do with apps for Teams. So if you remember a couple of weeks ago, that's a relatively new thing. It's a way, so apps in Teams are a way of bundling up all the different things you can do with developers, be it bots or tabs or connectors. You can bundle them all up in an app. And what came out this week was more admin level controls around apps and the things you can do with apps. So you can allow and disallow third-party apps, either kind of blanket on or off, or literally by app. So you can literally choose the application, and you can individually choose to allow and block individual apps, which is really good, really powerful, really good control for admins. You can choose what happens for new apps that come into the store. You can allow by default or block by default, and you can also control side loading. So some good, real deep level control for admins on tenants so if you're kind of worried about Teams, you're kind of worried about the app story, don't worry too much. Like you can introduce it into your organizations kind of with control and stay in control of that experience and that app experience. So that's really good. And then I promise you this was going to be a short one because I think it might be about to rain in a minute. So the other really cool thing that happened this week was UC Day was announced and the speaker lineup was announced. So I'm really pleased to be able to tell you that I've been chosen as a speaker again this year. So I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. My session is going to be, I'm going to try and build a bot from scratch in the session. So literally live, nothing kind of pre-done, from nothing to hopefully something by the end of the session. So that's my plan. You can now go and look at all the speakers and all the sessions that they're doing on the UC Day website. And the important date for your diary is that it's going to be happening on October the 9th, and that's going to be happening in Birmingham. So October the 9th in Birmingham, that's in the UK. Definitely worth coming to, definitely worth booking out in your calendar. It's going to be really good this year. Really excited by the list of speakers that have been announced. So make sure, put that in your diary, make sure you are there if you can make it. Alright, so I'm going to leave you for this week. Just a couple of small things I wanted to tell you about this week, but I'm going to leave it for next week, and I'm going to leave you with the London cityscape in the background. And have a great weekend, whatever you're doing, and speak to you again next week.